Starting February 26, 2018, students were required to wear their IDs to get onto campus. Staff members stood at the gates checking for IDs, and all teachers are required to check as students enter class.
One of the things I've met with my admin team, and I've also met with Officer Penner. And in light of the latest unfortunate tragic school shooting, I really have to take a look as the principal of this school and being responsible for the safety and well-being of all the adults and all the students on this campus, and look at our campus and say, hey, is there something we can do that we can kind of tighten things up so that we can ensure we know who is on our campus and who is not on our campus. So one of the things that a lot of schools do, you can check, Scottsdale schools, there's a lot of other schools that are doing exactly what we're doing now, is they're limiting the number of gates that people can come in and out of the campus, and they're putting an adult there to supervise and check for IDs to make sure that only our students, current students, are coming on our campus. We can assure is that every student on campus, especially if all of you are wearing your IDs like you're supposed to be, like both of you are right now, like I am. Again, the adults on this campus are wearing their IDs every day too. We're not asking you guys to do anything more, but it gives all of us a visual to look around, and you could very quickly pick out somebody who doesn't belong on our campus. Also, we change our IDs, the looks of our IDs, the colors, the format, everything changes every year. So any of us, the administration, the security, we can look at student IDs, and just by looking at it, I can tell you if it's a current ID or if it's last year's ID. In this last school shooting, the student was a former student. He could have very well had a former ID if he wanted to. But we know what our current IDs look like. So we know, and we change them every year on purpose so that we can keep up to date and we know which ones are current.
I think having administration at the gates is going to keep the school a lot safer, but I don't think your ID is going to do anything.
I agree with that because someone can easily just put a gun in their backpack and still be going to the school and just wear your ID. It could happen anytime, anywhere. I don't think the ID.
And even if you are a student on campus, that doesn't mean you can't bring a gun. It could be any student.
And usually your teachers know who you are, and friends would kind of get suspicious about it.
One of the things we're doing intentionally now with our fire drill is Officer Penner and our security and our administration, we're sweeping the entire school and the area before we do our drills to make sure that there's not anybody sitting in the desert or somebody waiting up at the football field to try to do harm. So we're going to sweep the areas ahead of time when we can to make sure that that there's the campus and the area we're taking you all to is a safe place. So yes, we're going to continue to look at things. And in any way we can do things to make things safer, then I'm going to try to, we're going to try to do that.
What are some things you think the school could do instead of the ID thing to keep the school safer?
Keep the administration at the gates that are open. Keep only a limited amount of gates open.
Yeah, those 3 gates are open now. I think we're fine.
And keep doors locked.
Doors locked. Just keep on other students.
And report any suspicious behavior.
Or people who think they need help, and have maybe at-home problems.
Well, here's my concern, and I asked this of the newspaper class when I went to my last time. I was asked this very question. So one of the things that we're trained at in our trainings is to have all the students not only get away from the door, but get into a back corner. But what they'll tell you is to have every student lay down flat on the ground. Literally lay down flat on the ground. So I asked you, as students, how many students are going to take that seriously? How many students are going to fight teachers to lay down on the floor just as a drill? I don't know. You guys tell me. I would hope that if we asked and students took it seriously, we could get them to do that. And that will be our goal. But if students don't take it seriously, then it's kind of hard to practice a real life situation. What we try to do now is all of our drills, we don't do anything any differently than we do if it was a real emergency. So we really try to practice just like we would in a real emergency. So we're not, like I said, even if the fire drill goes off, unannounced, we're going to still sweep the area and everything else before we get people out there.
Teachers would tell you or classmates to lay down because that's what they're saying they're going to start doing for drills. Would you do it? Do you think people would actually do it?
Yeah, I think we should.
Why?
Because it just keeps you more lay. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Anything that keeps kids more safe. I think.
Or down, so they can't see as easily.
For the CS Press Online, I'm Max Otello, signing off.